the Bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
Okay, here we go.
Where the plays get broken down and science gets denied.
Hey, they said I gotta come off the bench.
Hour 2 of Off the Bench, live from the Raising Cane studio.
You all right over there, bud?
Coffee's kicking in.
Okay, we're good. Because you were being a real dork earlier.
What? I was a little sleepy?
Yeah.
Sorry, bud. Some of us train.
You did this morning?
No, Monday.
To be fair, I was sleeping real good when I was training for the half.
Doubt. Those REMs
Like, best
be,
sleep of my life.
Those REMs be hitting.
No, they really do be.
That alarm was real rude this morning. I was in a nice dream.
In cartoons.
I don't know if it's in
No
cartoons or
doubt.
not.
Buddy, you don't dream in anything but cartoons.
It was rude, too. I was on full scholarship to play baseball.
Dang.
I was just reporting. It's my first reporting day.
What position were we?
I was getting my cleats.
Shortstop.
I was getting fitted for my cleats. My alarm went off.
Getting some new spikes.
I was getting some spikes.
So it's like this sounds like an actual episode. Like you're handed the cleats,
Yeah.
cut.
Waking up. Like, no. Wanted to get to at least the first practice.
See how you are, where you sit on the depth chart.
Is it because Jay's coming on?
It might be.
Oh, that's
I
actually
am.
probably why.
I am a stitch head. I've been thinking about baseball a lot
Dude.
more because, like, I think my son playing,
Mhm.
and then Tuzette getting into softball. Like, I've really enjoyed baseball practices.
Yeah.
Playing catch with the kids, like before.
Are you at the level where you're having the dad baseball sayings? You know, like, come on now.
No.
Keep your head on it.
Come on, Blue.
Come on.
Come on, ducks on the
Stay
ball.
down on the ball. Come on now.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
You talking about teaching?
Follow through.
Yeah, but teaching from the gate, you know?
Son, choke up on it. Choke up on it.
Yeah. Anything close now. Don't leave it up to him.
Protect the plate.
Don't leave it up to him.
Okay, Matt, look, ask Jay. Be like, hey, I'm getting back into baseball a little bit more with my kids. What do you see me as a prospect? Where do you have me in the field?
You think I still got a shot?
No, you
Because I had a dream last night.
That doesn't count. That doesn't matter anymore.
That's true.
On this team,
I had a dream last night.
You might have a shot.
Real opportunities.
All right,
I'd like to
so
get back in the batter's box one time.
pin that question for Jay. Coming up, I'm sure it's exactly what he wants to answer before he plays Kentucky tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
So go ahead and get that ready.
Not like, hey, you worried about all the errors that your team does with a team like Kentucky who plays a lot of small ball coming into town?
That's your second question.
I mean,
Or not
it's not
like a
quite as good, but sure, We'll ask it.
It's a terrible question. I'm sorry.
If we have
No.
time, we'll slip it in.
What are some other good dad sayings I can yell from behind the backstop during the game at my kid while he's in the batter's box? What's really going to hit home for him?
Pun intended.
Ew. For sure, the small ball question. Sure.
It's a terrible question.
All right. I do want to ask y'all what y'all think about this player that I saw mocked, and this was Field Yates, ESPN.com, to the New Orleans Saints. First time, again, that I have seen this player to the Saints. It's a position of need where you currently sit. I don't think it's your most pressing need, and that is Reuben Bain Jr., edge rusher out of Miami. Now, Cam Jordan, as we know, could be out of New Orleans for the first time ever in his career, 15 years with the Saints. He's still a free agent, had 10.5 sacks last year, but we don't really know right now. We don't know what is going to happen. There's going to be teams after the draft that don't get their edge rusher. Maybe they call Cam Jordan, and so maybe he prices himself out of what the Saints are willing to offer. Now, Reuben Bain is somebody that has been talked about as like a top 5 talent in this draft, but the old short arm conversation. No edge rusher over the past 2 decades. It's a long time. It's 20 years there, Flynn. Has been drafted in the first round with sub 31-inch arms, and he is 30 7/8.
That's a great stat.
I personally would really like it. I don't think he's going to be there at 8, but I would like it. I think I think Reuben Bain's a heck of a player.
Matthew?
The arm thing is, it's kind of one of those things where you kind of laugh at a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like hand size. But then you think about why.
Mm-hmm.
Is it just a coincidence? Is it just something that you got to deal with? But I don't know if it's quite as big a deal, depending on the type of game you play as a defensive end.
Yeah.
It's certainly a big deal for offensive linemen if you're playing tackle. Not as much as guard or center. Defensive end, I don't know how huge of a deal it really is. A lot of people are making a big deal out of it. So, and I'm sure that scouts and defensive coaches are going to know a little bit better than me on teaching defensive end and rush technique. But there's different types of defensive ends. Like there are types that like to one-arm stab and hit you in the chest, then try to work off that. I just don't know if that's his style of play. I didn't tune in to watch him enough to know that style of play. But the thing with that pick, with the 8th pick, is if there is any question mark on anybody, you don't take them. For a top 10 pick, an eighth pick, and it's an 8th pick that we've talked about is getting sexier and sexier as these pro days go, after the combine, after a lot of these players that are projected in that 6 to 10, 8 to 12 range, as they're all starting to look better and better and better because they're performing really well. That's a very valuable spot now. So if there's any question marks, whether it's arm length, which I'm not the expert to tell you if that is or isn't, you just don't take somebody if there's a question mark by him at that pick. It's too valuable.
Yeah, and
I just don't like there's so many ends this year.
Right.
Like you don't have to reach in the
you.
top 10.
He's an explosive player for sure, and he's played some inside, some outside. He's been a 3, he's been a 5, he's been a wide 9. Like that excites you. But if you have a question mark, I usually don't like these conversations because I'm like, if you can play, you can play. But when somebody hasn't been drafted at the position in 2 decades with that arm size, that does set off an alarm. Just to kind of, because as you were talking, I started thinking about when I struggled with a guy with long arms. And I have no idea. Maybe you can Google what my arm length was, Matt, because I have no idea.
I've never even heard this come up before.
Oh, really?
Really, arm length.
Like, you don't remember Will Campbell last year?
Okay, yeah, okay. That was maybe the first time then. Now I do.
All right, I'm going to Google mine because you didn't do your homework there when I asked you to.
Oh, no.
I have longer
Got
arms than Reuben
arm
Bain.
length.
I had 30.
And you got pretty short arms.
I had 31. So to give you an idea of his arm length, and I'm going to say that because I'm going to tell you the guy that came to mind when you started talking for me was Mike Vrabel when I used to block him. He has 34.5-inch arms. So his deal with me, because he knew, like, he wasn't the biggest outside backer. So if I could stone him, then I was probably going to have a good day because I could hit him, then I could get my arms in his chest plate. But he knew that he had the length on me. So, like, he knew if he could get his hands on my outside shoulder, then I was, as we call it, swimming in it. Because I look like I'm swimming trying to grab something.
Mm-hmm.
But I couldn't. I mean, he's got, 3.5 inches, right, arm length. And so it was a struggle for me. Like I could never grab anything because he was just, like you said, he was just posting that outside arm out, and you can't. So that's what we're talking about. And it seems stupid. It seems dumb. It's like, yeah, but those things are real. And again, I have longer arms than Ruben Bain. And I remember guys like, if they had long arms, if I didn't give the initial shock in that first punch, then I was going to struggle.
How tall is he?
Who, Ruben Bain?
Uh-huh.
Let's check out the exact measurements.
He's got shorter arms than you. Definitely don't take him.
6'2", 270.
I feel like he got some tiny arms.
Really? Oh, baby-ass hands.
Bro. I don't know. Everybody's making. I've heard this. I've heard people talking about the arm length, but 6'2" is a little shocking too. I thought he was a little taller than that.
Matt, you have 31-inch arms as well, bud.
Not a big deal.
I just looked at the combine.
Not a big deal. I wasn't really trying during that exercise.
So for you to call my arm short and when we have the same ones,
We're really trying.
I wasn't really trying. I didn't flex, stretch them out.
and your hand size was 8.5.
No chance. Look at that.
That says 8.5 right here on the NFL.com.
These are not small hands,
Oh
people.
my gosh.
These are pretty standard.
I think Harlow's got 8.5-inch hands.
These are pretty standard looking hands for my body.
Jesus. Mine
Check that
too.
out. Check that out. Yours are not standard.
These are team issued, bud.
You have a mild case of Giants disease.
These are team issued.
Y'all know what I'm saying. Just a mild case, just a touch.
All right, behind the glass, Ruben Bain Jr., because this guy can't get past him having 31-inch arms when he thought he probably had 33-inch arms. We've
At
all
8?
been there before. Ruben Bain Jr.
At 8?
At 8.
Nah, I want Mansour.
Yeah.
Is it like? Is
In this
it the
mock
pick-
draft, Mansour Delane is still available. He goes 10.
Okay, that was my question.
Yeah.
Is it like the pick I would make? No. Would I be mad if the Saints made it? No. I think Ruben Bain's a really good player. High motor. I mean, that dude goes. I mean, he's got energy for days. I get it. The arm thing, he'll get after you though. He's a physical guy. I don't really care that much. I would take him. If they think that's their biggest need, if they think that's a bigger need than corner, sure, go ahead. I think corner is a little bit bigger need, but I like the player.
Well, you got a lot of money tied up in the edge rushers. So you have Chase Young and still Carl Granderson. Like, he got paid.
Yeah.
He's still on this team, too. So you would be throwing another asset, he's first-round pick, another large check at a first-round pick.
Right, and that's why I don't think it's your
Is that just
biggest
like a
need.
depth thing? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, do you just want depth at that position or something? Like, I think you need corner more than you need that.
Yeah, I think
I think Chase Young is just fine.
Well, I mean, if you had Cam Jordan and Chase Young, that's 20.5 sacks between the two of them.
Yeah.
With Granderson still there.
And then Granson would be the third piece. And I think if you did that, then you could select the corner, receiver, if that's where you wanted to go.
Yeah.
You would have options. I just don't see it as their most pressing.
No, I don't either. Like, I'm with Taylor. Like, I'm not going to be super upset if they do it. And the arm length thing doesn't bother me because Will Campbell kind of proved that doesn't matter. But no, I'm like fully on the Delane train.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. I think he's different than every other corner in this draft. And if
You
have a
need
chance, I think he would upgrade your position room.
I don't
by a lot.
think Kool-Aid McKinstry is a CB1 right now.
No.
No, I don't either.
I think Quincy Riley has a chance to be good.
I think he's a really good
Yeah.
NFL player.
Yeah,
but
he's long.
He's not ever going to be a number one shutdown corner.
I know that
Again, there's places for guys like that. He's going to play for a long time, but
They're looking at, well, I saw where Tyler Shuck is trying to like make a push for them to get Bell, the wide receiver out of Louisville.
yeah.
So maybe that's another thing to look at, but
like I know every time Nick comes on, he says internally it sounds like the Saints want more of a safety type at that nickel position. For me, I'm playing Kool-Aid McKinstry at nickel.
Yeah.
I think he actually fits there really well. I don't particularly like him on the outside. And like if you draft a Delane, you got 3 young corners. You're not paying any of them a ton of money. You got Mansour Delane, Quincy Riley, and Kool-Aid McKinstry. I think most people would take that.
The same mock draft has them at 42 taking Chris Johnson, corner out of San Diego State.
Okay.
So they realize it's a need as well.
I will say on the arm length thing, I've been thinking about it since you brought it up. I do think it makes a bigger difference at offensive tackle. Now, at defensive end or edge rusher, if it's not part of your game to use it as an asset, like arm length, you just talked about Mike Vrabel.
Yeah.
He used that as a weapon.
He did.
For him.
Yeah.
And that's one thing that made him really good was his arm length. At that position, though, I don't think you have to have that to be really good if it's not part of your game. If that's not a tool that you use, if you use other things as a tool. Like as an offensive tackle, you have to use arms. Like you have to be able to reach out and grab somebody.
Yeah.
Defensive man, you don't necessarily have to do it. Like, it's a big asset if you got it. But if you don't need that asset because you got these other tools that overshadow that, then you don't need it. So it's not as big a deal to me, just talking it out, thinking through it, than it is as an offensive tackle. But certainly an awesome tool to have.
Yeah.
If you got it.
I was trying to, as you were talking about, I was trying to look up James Harrison, but I can't find his because that was kind of one of the things.
When did they start measuring arm length? I mean, I don't doubt this is a thing that dated back to.
It also probably depends on what Harrison was listed at. Because I know, like, was edge rusher even like a quote unquote thing back then? Was he an outside linebacker? As Jake said, at the position. So, like, what position was Harrison coming out?
James Harrison was so good.
Very scary.
God, he was good.
Like, till the very end, too. He was really good with Cincinnati.
He'd probably be good right now.
Yeah. I'm currently looking. Yeah, he would. Yeah, he would. He'd be good. He's 6 foot, 242. He wasn't 6 foot. He was like 5'11".
The video of him playing volleyball with the giant med ball will always be one of my. Like, that thing probably weighs over 100 pounds. I mean, that thing was big.
Yeah. All right, let us know inside the chat, how would you feel if Ruben Bain was the selection and Mansour Delane was still available in the NFL draft? We'll take a break. More OTB when we come back here live from the Raising Cane studio.
Off the bench.
All right, go to PelicanRoof.com, PelicanRoof.com, Pelican Roofing in Lafayette, in Baton Rouge, boots on the ground, both locations. So, they're not driving back and forth in the basin. We always tell you that, right? They are there locally. They are there in Lafayette. They're there in Baton Rouge. They're there for your roof, new roof, inspection, repair. They're also there in the local communities, right? We talk about having their mascot Rufus and runforrufus.com and what they're doing throughout the year. I mean, they do so many different things. And again, it's in Lafayette, it's in Baton Rouge. They want to be a presence in the community, and they absolutely are. PelicanRoof.com.
That's right, PelicanRoof.com, the best roofing company in Louisiana. You can go to the website, PelicanRoof.com. You can get online estimates because they are the professionals and they are the best at whether it's residential roofing, commercial roofing, gutter insulation and replacement, custom sheet metal fabrication, emergency roof, storm damage repair, whatever it is. They are the experts. They are the best. PelicanRoof.com.
One more night, one more down, one more round. First one in, last one out.
From the locker room to the airwaves, it's Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
They don't know what they don't know. People say I got a drinking problem. That ain't no reason to stop. People saying that I've hit rock bottom just 'cause I'm living on the rocks. It's a broken hearted thinking problem.
All right, welcome back in. OTB here live from the Raising Cane studio. I'm going to try to get to some of these comments. And I asked for the chat's input if you did draft Bain and Mansour Delane was still available. What would you think? Mr. Big said, I would look at Mickey and say, I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed. Okay, that feels right. Let's see. H-Town Creole says, Bain performed in the interior of the line and on the outside. I like how players perform in the playoffs, just like the star shine in basketball during March Madness. He did play a little bit of 3 technique in the interior, certainly more of a 5 than he was a 3, but he did show that he can move around and be disruptive at multiple places. Now, that was at the college level. It's going to be a little bit louder playing a 3 technique at his size in the NFL, but he did show you that he's willing to do it, which that goes a long way as well. You definitely take Bain/Bailey if available. If not, draft the best player available. Saints are rebuilding, and Chuck was good, but he's not a franchise quarterback. Bailey's not going to be there. Not remotely have a chance to be there. He's going to be probably a Jet at 2. I would push back at taking the best player available.
That's not really a thing.
I think you have pressing needs that really good players are going to be available for you. And I also say, no, I'm not going to crown somebody a franchise quarterback after a handful of starts, but I will say he is certainly heading towards being a franchise quarterback. That's not just us saying that. That's the league saying that when you have conversations with him. I mean, the way that Chuck elevated all the play of those around him with guys that a lot of casual NFL fans wouldn't even know, that goes a long way. That was very impressive. And so he is certainly on his way. He's the guy you build around, though. You absolutely build around Tyler Shuck.
Yeah, I mean, when do you actually crown somebody a franchise guy? You crown them with their second contract, right?
Fair, yeah.
So, and that's not going to happen for a couple of years.
Right.
So you certainly build around him. And
Yeah.
look, it's not going to be all like sunshine and rainbows with Tyler Shuck. Like, he's going to have some bad moments next season, right? He's going to have some down. Like, he's still a young quarterback, but you build around him because he has proven to you that the way that he handles a game when the game's on the line, he's handled the pressure of doing that as a rookie. He's made the throws. He has told you physically, I can do all the things you need me to do. So he's shown you multiple times that he can do the hard things that it takes.
Yeah.
And so you build around him. Now, you don't have to crown him with the second contract for a couple of years.
Right.
The Texans did that with C.J. Stroud after one good rookie year.
Yeah.
And he didn't have a good second year, and then they crowned him a little too early.
Yeah.
Right? So you don't have to do that for a couple of years. So you can sit and wait, but you certainly build around him. You don't have to go and try to find that guy right now, which is a luxury because it allows you to find other guys at other positions.
When I said best player available, you said that's not real.
Mm-hmm.
Explain.
I mean, you never take best player available. You take the best player available at a position of need.
I think if you're the Seahawks, somebody like that you're
maybe, but what if the best player is the quarterback? Like, you know,
well, I mean, I think that position's kind of off limits in that conversation.
There's going to be certain positions that are off limit. Like, it's always like Ted Thompson in Green Bay was always known for his draft philosophy as best player available.
Yeah.
But that's not it's the best player available
At a position
that you need.
Yeah.
Which is what everybody does, right? You look
for the most part.
So now you're a little bit more open-minded to, no, I got to have either a running back or a corner. You're a little bit more open-minded than that.
Yeah.
But you're not like any positions on the table. The best players is deep snapper. You're
saying if you have 2 rock solid tackles, you don't take a tackle.
You don't take the tackle, even if he's the best player by far and available. So that's why I say it's not real. Now it's I don't hate the term best available, but people got to understand it's the best available at a position, because if it's best available, you would take Mansour Delane at the 3rd pick.
Yeah, and Jeremiah Love would go.
He'd go
higher
forward.
than he's probably going to.
Yeah,
go.
so.
You know who else the Saints need to step up is Brian Brzee.
He had lived up to the first round bill.
First round pick.
He's been a solid rotational piece. He was a top 20 pick.
He was later.
That's not getting it done.
He's a little bit later than that, but still, he's first round pick. Wasn't he like in the late 20s?
Maybe he was late 20s. I mean, he's playing like you drafted him 2nd round, 3rd round. He's not playing like a 1st round pick.
No,
not what you need from him.
Yeah, that's definitely a player they need to continue to step up, because then we're talking about interior pass rush. You don't have to spend as much on the outside if you have it. Like, because I was talking about the Chiefs yesterday. Well, the Chiefs are all of a sudden like, man, we don't have any pass rush. It's like, yeah, because Chris Jones is getting old and he no longer has to have a double team every single play. So now they can free up help on the outside. Those guys in Kansas City got big contracts because they were getting double-digit sacks because you had to double-team Chris Jones. The center and guard were always going to be on him, so that tackle was always on an island. Now that tackle's not on an island every time. Like, well, they can't get to the quarterback anymore. It's like, yeah, duh. Because those double teams went away every single time.
Yep. And even if you don't like a defensive end or edge rusher, even if it's not a pure double team, it's let's chip the running back who gets out on his route late, or sometimes doesn't even get out on his route.
Right.
Let's chip the tight end so he can't, create a vertical threat as fast as he can. So there's, even if it doesn't look like this guy's get double team, he's creating some sort of presence that makes somebody else do their job a little bit slower.
Yeah. And a lot of mock drafts, too, you're seeing Ty Simpson put himself into the first round, either at 16, the Jets' second first-round pick, or a lot of people have Arizona trading back into the first round in the 20s and selecting Ty Simpson. So we could actually have 2 quarterbacks go in the first round. And a thing that it's going to do, I think, if Ty Simpson goes in the first round, it's going to almost in absolutes say Garrett Nussmeier is going in the second round.
Ooh.
I mean, yeah, if he's your number 3 guy.
Second round. Imagine saying that midseason.
Yep. I'll put some dollars on that. If Ty Simpson goes in the first round, Garrett Nussmeier will be a second-round pick.
I mean, you mentioned Arizona. You mentioned New York. Like, if we don't know what the deal is with Pittsburgh's quarterback situation, they're at 21. They could take Ty Simpson if he's there. I know Miami paid Malik Willis. They don't know if he's the long-term answer.
Right.
They could take him at 30.
So you're saying third round, worst case scenario for Nuss?
I think, oh, yeah.
Worst case scenario,
From what
third round.
From what I am hearing, I think the worst case scenario is third round right
Good for
now.
you, Nuss. Go crush it. Play for 50 years. If you want to.
I mean, the Steelers at 53. I mean, they don't really know right now. I mean, even if Aaron does come back, taking Nuss in the second round at 53. I mean, you have
no.
What?
I mean, I would love for him to get taken in the second round. Just the Saints don't need that.
Saints. I said Steelers.
Okay, I thought you said Saints.
No, I said
Like,
Steelers.
Yeah, Steelers. Let's
I was so confused. Like, man,
what?
rain on this guy's parade one time. Because, I mean, outside of if A-Rod doesn't come back, you have Mason Rudolph, and then you've got a 6th-round pick that you
Yeah,
selected.
I like him. I like him to. If I'm like, oh god, that's awesome. I like him to the Rams.
They have
I like-
61.
I like him to the Packers. Packers just got rid of their backup quarterback. He has a playing style a lot like Jordan Love and Stafford, kind of in like elements of each of their game. I like him to both those places, both young, good offensive coaches. He can develop. I just don't want him to go into a bad situation. So if I'm like picking, if I'm cherry picking
just
a play,
don't go to the Raiders, the Browns.
yeah, like I want him to go to the Rams or the Packers, where you're going to get in with a good system, with good veteran leadership, good veteran quarterbacks, good offensive-minded head coaches. You can learn how to play the game the right way and not have to go get thrown to the wolves with a bad organization and having to play with a bad team. You go to those places, you don't have to play unless something serious happens. Yeah. Right? That for me, those would be amazing.
We've talked about him going to the Rams for like 3 months.
I know.
It just feels
Because
right.
I've always compared him.
Yeah.
And the comparisons are dangerous. I don't like to compare it. Like just his playing style and like I've always compared him to the way Stafford played in college. Like a little bit carefree, knew he had a good arm. He would throw it into traffic every now and then in his younger days, got better as he got older. Just really good arm talent like that.
Yep.
And then I started making the Jordan Love comparisons because Jordan Love throws off his back foot a lot. And we saw Garrett try to do that quite a bit. And he's done that in the past, kind of playing loose like that. So
I have maybe a bit of a Will Wade update.
Ooh.
Okay.
Do we want to go to break and talk about it next? Or
When we come back here on OTB,
Will Wade.
Will Wade
Will
update.
and Hondo Rodeo tickets.
Boom, 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 right here from the Raising Cane studio.
Off the bench.
I need to work on my radio voice.
That's pretty good.
Okay,
Not bad.
thank you. Kind of hurt.
Hard to give you that props right there.
It doesn't ever hurt to pass me a ice cold Dos Equis.
Oh, no.
Maybe even 2. And you probably toss it. You probably wouldn't hand it. Probably give it a little spin. Grab it.
I'd throw a spiral to you.
That's right. You gonna delete some beers after that event
Oh, yeah.
coming up tomorrow?
Oh, boy. Not before, but
You
soon
can,
after.
you can delete some beers this weekend. Watch a little baseball. Kick your feet up. Relax. Enjoy some good weather. Some good baseball. You got some NCAA tournament as well. All that going on with a nice ice cold Dos Equis.
Opening day, too, for
Yeah.
Major League Baseball. Yeah. If you're going to a little party, you're like me, you bring a 12-pack and ask everybody else what they're drinking that day. And just enjoy a little Dos Equis. If you're going to do it, make sure you do it responsibly. Go for Dos, drink Dos Equis.
From the locker room to the airwaves, it's Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
His eyes are cold and restless. His wounds have almost healed. And she'd give half a Texas just to change the way he feels. Well, she knows his love's in Tulsa, and she knows he's gonna go. Well, it ain't no woman, flesh and blood, it's that damned old rodeo. Oh, well, it's bulls and blood, it's a dust and mud, it's the roar of a Sunday crowd. It's the white in his knuckles, the gold in the buckle, he'll win the next go round. It's boots and chaps, it's cowboy hats, it's spurs and let it go. It's the ropes and the reins.
All right, welcome back in. OTB here live from the Raising Cane studio. All right, so do we want to get to your update or do we want to get to the rodeo?
I want to get to the Will Wade stuff
All right.
first. So we'll do the rodeo tickets here in a second.
All right,
but
225-499-1045. Be ready.
yes. So we were talking how, like, there's some dominoes that need to fall before Will Wade decides, like,
Yep.
okay, he's going to come here. So one of them being Heath Schroyer from McNeese. So that is being reported that it's official that Heath Schroyer is leaving McNeese and will join LSU as Senior Deputy AD and Executive Director of External Relations for LSU.
It's a long name.
Will Wade, for real. Will
Yeah.
Wade also met with NC State officials last night, but they didn't come to an agreement on terms for Wade to remain at NC State. So it's starting to feel a little more, things are kind of heating up. So Heath Schroyer was the first domino that had to fall. It's fallen. On 3 is also just straight up reporting. Like NC State, they're just straight up saying it. NC State head basketball coach Will Wade is expected to leave for LSU. Pete Nakos and Joe Tipton report. So the dominoes are falling, and it seems all but done that Will Wade is now going to be the head coach at LSU. Obviously, LSU still has to announce that Matt McMahon is going to be let go. That hasn't been announced yet. But the Heath Schroyer thing is...
Put that back up.
Yeah. Culver's?
This
That's
report
Jennings-
brought to you by Culver's.
That's
I
a
never
Jennings
had it. I hear
Dunker
it's good.
special right there.
Yeah.
It's good.
So
Jennings Dunker special.
he loves Culver's.
All right.
It's apparently
I had to look at it, too, because there's this one. I've gotten fooled by this Twitter parody account that's like 3 on.
They're not on 3.
They're not. Yeah.
No, that's straight up on 3, and they're just coming out and saying it.
Oh,
Say it with a chest out.
I just saw the Culver's and it made me laugh.
Yeah.
No, that is
This
funny.
report brought to you by Culver's Custard.
I hate to pile on to the guy, but like imagine Matt McMahon seeing the report that Will Wade is coming back to LSU, and he's like, "That's an assistant, right? Like that's an assistant coach."
I don't even remember talking to Will Wade about joining my staff.
He's like, "Hey, is he going to be like an analyst?"
I mean, I'd have to guess that behind the scenes, there's already been a conversation had.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, yeah.
No,
Like,
that's how he found out.
I think it's pretty easy conversation. Like, hey, Matt, it is what it is. Like, you get it.
you get it.
Like, you get it. Like,
Just write 2 numbers on the
No,
board,
y'all,
the
I
wins
mean-
and the losses.
And
We're
and
paying you
he'll find another job.
we're going to pay you well to
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
this to happen.
Yeah.
I mean, because this was the year that it was going to swing one way or the other.
Right.
They really did put some resources into the roster. in basketball now, it's not like it used to be where if you came into a situation, like if you would have come into a situation where your coach got fired like Will did, and, for the reasons he did, and you take over, they would have given you 10 years to figure it out.
Yeah.
Like, it's not the case anymore.
Right.
Because you can see teams that have no scholarship players, and then in 2 years, they're making Sweet 16 runs with not the same budget, but not that much more than what LSU was using, certainly in this year.
I mean, Nate Oates did it.
Yeah.
I mean, we could point to 1,000
He was
examples.
closer to the time that Wade got hired here, but I mean, Nate Oates has been doing it at Alabama, and he's the favorite right now to land the UNC job.
Yeah,
because he's done such a good job there.
I just like all the people that told me to get over Will Wade.
Yeah, didn't have to.
Nope.
Again,
They always come back.
again, we have not heard it from LSU
No.
or Will Wade.
No.
This is On 3 reporting it, and again, there's a lot of smoke now.
So much.
So there's
smoke.
got to be some sort of fire
Right.
happening, but it looks to be based on credible people talking about it that we can be cautiously optimistic about this happening.
I don't think
I
All Three's
think-
going to put that out if they're not.
Yeah, they're
pretty certain
pretty.
about it.
The hire of Heath Schroyer pretty much is the nail in the coffin.
Yeah, because I doubt he comes without.
I mean, now you have him and you have your school president
If
that
it's-
have
That
a
is-
strong
It's official
relationship.
that Heath
with
Schroyer's
Will
coming.
Wade.
Yeah, I don't think Heath's coming without Will Wade coming,
Exactly.
and vice versa. Right?
Yeah.
So those are the.
There is a old photo that is circling around the internet right now of Will Wade at dinner in NC State stuff at NC State, and Heath Schroyer is calling him on the phone. This was like last year.
Did his face pop up on the screen?
I think it just said those crack me up. Like, why is your big ass face
Yeah.
on my phone right now?
Why are you so
Yeah.
zoomed in?
Right.
How does when you add somebody's contact, it gives you their picture too. Like
Yes.
I'm like, I don't need that
I don't
picture
want
of that
that. I don't
random
want that.
person.
How do you even set that? I don't have that
They,
set.
they do it.
I have
so
it.
if I sent my contact to y'all,
Yeah.
it would be whatever picture.
No, I know.
Like,
but,
I'll
how do
probably
they
have a picture
decide
of me.
The picture. I don't have pictures of most in my
Huck likes
contacts.
to get on my phone and change my picture to the poop emoji, so people that have my contacts
That's funny.
saved.
I have my picture when you call. You're fired up. You're kind of half squatting.
Yeah.
And you've got your hands and you're It kind of looks like you're pooping on a football field.
Nice.
Yeah.
He was.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So Will Wade
Pooping on Florida.
probably more than likely coming to LSU.
Maybe sorta.
Woo!
I mean, we'll clap it.
Yeah.
I'm fired up, boys.
I mean, you can rip our hearts out in the,
Fired
in the
up.
next couple of days. That's fine.
Yeah.
We'll get excited.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
All right. 225-499-1045.
Matt's gonna ask you a couple questions. Well, wait, we already got one.
we're
Hold
all
on, let me answer off.
You're
air
going to
real
ask.
quick.
You're gonna,
Wait, so we're gonna have some questions. No, we're all gonna ask some questions. I just said I gave y'all my two that I got.
I like those two.
So you're all
but
gonna
what if
come
they
up.
get it right? Then it's kind of over.
Well, if they get it wrong, you got to go to another question. So everybody's got to get questions ready. We're gonna ask you a question, and as soon as we're done asking the question, it's not gonna be like ready, set, go. We're gonna ask you the question. Once that question is over,
8-second time.
your 8 seconds starts.
Yep.
And we haven't decided if it's going to be a TikTok timer. We're going to play a song, but you'll know. It'll be a buzzer or the song will end. And if you haven't given the complete answer,
By the time
as soon,
the buzzer-
the word's got to be out of your mouth.
All right.
By the time that buzzer goes off.
All right. So we've
You
got
don't
a
get it.
caller.
Let me
Right.
find my buzzer button real quick.
Okay, but we do have a caller.
We do have a call. Oh, we
Okay.
have two callers. Hold
Okay,
on.
Matt, you're up first.
Yeah, we're doing this now. Going break.
Or do you want? Let's do one
Okay.
here. So this is or should we? No, we already have callers. So let me just.
Perfect.
Oh my God, we have so many of them. This is overwhelming me. If you're on the line, just hold on. Hold
Yeah.
on. Okay.
Oh, my goodness.
So, first caller, Clint.
Clint,
We got Clint up in here. Clint, please do not cuss.
what's up, dude?
What up, bro?
What's up? What's up?
I'm going to be on the timer, so as soon as Matt asks a question, I've got
I have
the
a
world.
timer right here.
Oh, you
You
got
got
the
timer?
timer.
You got
Oh,
the
you're ready to
buzzer?
go. Okay.
I don't have the buzzer, but
It's okay.
I'll just pause the song whenever the 8 seconds are up.
Okay.
Okay.
Awesome. All right, 8 seconds. So, are you ready to play 8 Seconds of Fame?
Let's do it.
Hell yeah.
Okay. Not including LSU or Ole Miss. Name me 3 teams that Lane Kiffin has been the head coach for. Go.
Florida International. Other than Ole Miss.
Boo. Ooh, time's up. Sorry, Clint.
Clint, it was
Clint.
Florida
Dang.
Atlantic, too.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're almost there.
We appreciate you calling in,
Thank
Clint.
you,
Put me on
Clint.
the spot.
Well, yeah, that's the point of the game. All right, next caller. I don't know who this is. We're just going to answer it on air. What's your name, sir or ma'am?
John.
John,
What's up, my man?
Definitely a sir.
Hey,
Yeah.
good morning, guys.
Good morning.
Morning.
John,
Okay.
are you ready to play 8 Seconds to Fame?
We'll find out.
Okay.
All
Okay.
right. Different question, right?
Different question. Okay. With the addition last week of T. Martin to Lane Kiffin's staff, how many staff members in total does that put on the football staff?
57.
Incorrect.
That was a good
That was a
guess.
good guess.
Good
That was
guess.
quick, too. Good guess.
Sorry,
That was a good
John.
guess.
Good guess. That was good.
Thank you for your call.
The reason why that was a question that was pertinent to this, because we talked about it quite a bit
We taled about it.
as
It almost broke up the wolf
it
pack.
almost broke up the wolf.
All right, I got another
Almost.
caller right here.
Oh, I don't know if we got another
Let's see.
question.
I got one
All right.
that nobody's going to know.
You
unless
got
it's
one?
a friend or
Okay.
Family.
Next caller.
boy.
Sir or ma'am, what is your name? Hello?
This is Mr. Aaron.
Yeah, I got you. Who's this?
This is Mr. Big.
What up,
Oh, Mr. Big.
Let's go, Mr. Big. Let's go. Okay, I've got one. All
Oh,
right.
yeah.
Mr. Big, in my NFL career, how many touchdowns did I score?
Ooh, 11?
Oh, no, you gave me too much credit.
Oh.
You gave me too much credit. Thank you, Mr. Big, for calling in.
Thank you, Mr. Big.
I appreciate it.
All right, we're going to take
Nobody
one more
knows
caller.
that.
It's a point.
Let's take one more caller
Somebody's got to get it.
and then go to break, and then we'll take more. Well, here, I'll do one. Okay, who is this?
Henry.
Hello?
Henry.
Hey, Henry.
Hey, Henry.
What up, Henry?
Henry?
All right, Henry, you got 8 seconds to name 5 SEC stadiums. Or no, we'll do 3.
Yeah, do 3.
We'll do
Outside, you can't name
outside
Tiger
of-
Stadium.
Not LSU. Name 3 SEC stadiums. Ready? Go.
Vaughn Hemingway.
Time's up. I'm sorry,
time's up.
Henry.
You got
All
more
right.
than I
All
would have
right,
got.
Henry.
You got
Okay.
more than me.
We've got some callers still, but let's take
All
a
right,
break.
let's take a break. Yeah, let's take a break. We got to hit refresh on some of the questions as well, and we'll get to those calls when we come back here on OTB.
Off the bench.
All right, go to FABT.com, FABT.com, FABT.com. First American Bank and Trust is the bank over 100 years, well over 100 years. They've been in the game here in Louisiana. They've got all the tools of all the national banks, but the thing that sets them apart, when they make a decision, they don't call. They make it right then, right there in Louisiana. They don't call San Francisco. They don't call New York. They can get that home loan. They can get that business loan for you, and they're going to do it here. They are local. They've been doing it for over a century, and they're going to do it for you as well. FABT.com.
That's right. First American Bank and Trust. You know, it's when you're parking your money somewhere, when you're making financial decisions, of course, it's a big decision for yourself, your family, or maybe it's your business. Make sure you're doing it with somebody that you can go look eye to eye, shake their hand, do business the right way, the way it's supposed to be done. And make sure getting local decisions made, stuff that impacts you and your community, because what people think in New York City is not necessarily what they think here in Louisiana. So go check them out. First American Bank and Trust, FABT.com.
From the locker room to the airwaves, it's Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
I bet you never heard old Marshall Dillon say, Miss Kitty, have you ever thought of running away? Settling down, would you marry me? If I ask you twice and beg you pretty please, she'd have said yes.
All right, welcome back in. 225-499-1045 is the number. I think
I've already got some
Alondra-
callers.
Oh, we've already got some
Yeah.
callers. If you're trying to win the rodeo package here, let's go to the phone lines.
Hello, you're on OTB. Who's this?
My name's Richard.
What up, Richard?
Say,
what's
Richard.
up?
Say, Phil.
What's going on, guys?
What's up?
Not much. All right, Tay-Tay.
Tay-Tay had a question.
All right, I got one for you.
Go ahead.
Since Joe Burrow left LSU, give me 4 quarterbacks that have started a game for the Tigers. Go.
Go.
That would be, oh, Lord, put me on the spot there.
Well,
Michael
yeah.
Van Buren, Garrett Nussmeyer.
Boo! Out of time.
seconds.
Let's do
8
three.
seconds.
Let's do three.
I mean, 3 were given, though.
Like they
No,
just
for
heard it.
sure. Oh, yeah, true. Okay, so let's do a different
Okay,
question.
I'll do a different
You
question.
got one?
I got one.
Okay.
Who we got?
You are on air. What is your name? Hello?
My name is Victor.
What is it?
Victor.
Victor.
Victor, what's up?
What up,
How we
Victor?
doing? Victor, you ready to play a
Hey,
little
doing
8
good.
seconds to fame? Look, we're putting your feet to the fire, putting you on the spot here. So you got 8 seconds.
I'm ready.
All right.
I'm ready.
Do you listen to the show?
Yes.
Pretty good. All right.
All right.
All right, here's your question. At the beginning of the season, who was the backup quarterback for the West Canaan Coyotes in the movie Varsity Blues?
Go.
Oh, Lord. Definitely forgot this one. I definitely forgot this one.
Oh, time's up.
I remember you guys talk about us all the time. I know you talk about this movie all the
I
time.
know. Well, we appreciate you calling.
Thank
we
you,
appreciate you
Victor.
listening as well.
Okay.
All right, we're
Let's
gonna
stay
have
on
to
hold because
Yeah, we're going to stay on hold.
we got to take a break right here. But stay on hold. We're going to come back and we're going to give these tickets away. Yes, we're putting you on the spot. That's the point of the game.
On the show, man. Look,
Guys, the
it's
quarterback
not-
question, I gave you a layup.
It's,
That was a layup.
it's not, and the Varsity Blues one. I mean,
Come on.
Jonathan Moxon.
Literally in front of you.
It's right here. This is jersey.
Jonathan Moxon.
Jonathan Moxon.
So stay on hold. We're going to come back after this break.
I like this game.
This is fun.
This is fun.
It's a fun game.
All right, if you want VIP tickets to Hondo Rodeo, stay tuned.
Off the bench.
All right, stay connected to your health on the go with My Oshner app. Your care right in the palm of your hand. It is simple, secure, and built to make getting to your health care easier every single day. With My Oshner, you can view your test results, medications, allergies, and visit summaries anytime you need them. You can schedule appointments, reschedule visits. You can get your prescriptions refilled there. You can even launch a virtual care visit from home. No travel, no waiting room. You can also review and pay bills, check insurance information, and get reminders so you never miss an appointment or an important follow-up. You can download the My Oshner app or visit oshner.org/myoshner.
That's right. That Oshner app makes it pretty easy.
That's the whole point there.
They give that amazing Oshner care. So whether you need primary care, Oshner's got you covered. Sports injuries, heart care, orthopedics, women's, children's services. It's all there. Oshner under one roof. So go check them out, oshner.org, and do that My Oshner app.